What's going on, y'all? What's going on? What's going on, y'all? What's going on? In a couple positions right now. I'm looking for some more setups. Took this GA trade last night with the members. All TPs got hit about an hour ago. We're up about 3 times our risk right now, just chilling. Nice and blue, nice and green. Looking for a few more setups. GJ ended up going as projected yesterday as well. You see that pumping up. We're going to keep an eye on the indices. But the indices kind of just stuck in place right now. So game plan is still the same from yesterday and basically this week so far. So I'm going to go ahead and take some of these charts. So if you guys got any questions, drop in the chat. When looking at your charts, drop in the chat. Got a new video dropping for y'all later on today. You haven't seen my most recent one, make sure to check that out. Playlists are up to date as well. I'll go ahead and clean this. I gotta clean these charts up. I'll probably do that after the session. So like that. Whoops. What's going on, David? Those just joining the stream, we're in this GA position with the members. We took this last night during Tokyo session. We're up 3 times our risk right now. We're looking at a few other charts for some possible setups. JPY pairs are pushing up, so we're either waiting for them to break the next level or retrace back down. Then we're also keeping an eye on the New Zealand pairs that ended up rejecting this low, so we could see a possible reversal come into play today and tomorrow. So I'm going to be keeping an eye on that. As far as gold, I'm not really going to mess with gold unless it retraces because it's just been pumping up. So I'm not going to mess with it right now. You guys got any questions? Drop them in the chat. When we looking at these charts, drop them in the chat. Move these alerts down. Oops. If I'm not mistaken, we do got like one news event today. Yeah, 8:30 we got unemployment popping off for the USD pairs, but that's pretty much it. Went live with the members during one of the news events yesterday. Yeah, we're just chilling in this right here. New 15 just popped up. So if it could keep on pushing down, the next price I'm looking at it for it to reach and hit is 91.85, and depending on if it can break that level or not, we could see the downtrend continue. Again, for the past few weeks, we've been leaving GA alone. We was catching those buys up to the upside. As we can see here, we caught all these buys up, just like we caught the entire drop down right here. But then as we can see here, price got super choppy and a lot for the past couple of months. So, when price did break the level, we took a buy, but prices. So once price broke below this level, which we've been talking about for a while, it finally did it though, because again, each time it tried, it just kept rejecting. But once it broke that level, that's when me and the members caught that sell. And as you can see, it's been dropping since we entered it last night. It's kind of taking a break right here though. So we're going to see who's going to retrace or it's going to keep on pushing down for us. Yeah, I'm really like, let's just look at that now. Make sure you hit that first link in the description. Join the free signal and free Telegram. I'm going to be doing the recap of the quarter one later on. I'm probably going to post it in the channel during New York session. So be on the lookout for that. But if you hit that first link, you can literally see a preview of how we've been doing so far this year. You hit that first link in the description. Last month, we went 16-3. It was an 84% win rate. We caught 49,783 pips. You scroll to March 3rd, you'll see how we did February. We went 17-1 February, gives us a 94% win rate. Got 24,403 pips. And then if you scroll to February 4th, you'll see how we did January. Went 20-0, giving us a 100% win rate. Got 37,620 pips. So that's how we're doing so far this year. That's how we did last quarter, last month. Going to tally all that stuff up and post it later on today, so be on the lookout for that. Also got a video dropping for y'all later today as well, so be on the lookout for that. And if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, go ahead and subscribe. I don't know what you're doing, especially you be returning viewers. Ain't no other reason or explanation not to be subbed right now. We're almost at 2,300 subs. We can reach that easily. Yeah, well, I like the way things looked yesterday and last night, so we might see some action this New York session, possibly London session. London session did just start now, and again, price has kind of just been chilling here for the past couple of hours after we hit the final TP. I can pull that up. This is an old signal, y'all. I don't need anybody taking this position. This is an old signal. All right, so you see the final TP got hit right here. We took this trade at 8:35 last night. Again, we trade Tokyo session exclusive with the members. London session, obviously, we're live right now. And then, we trade New York session as well. We trade all sessions. So prior to that, last night, I was like, we're going to look for possible AED sales. And we'll be watching JPY pairs. And then about an hour later, we went for exactly that. Right? So beautiful trade here. Basically, is what we look for all the time during the London session lives, right? We was looking for sales. So if we're going to go for a sell, we need what? We need to inch off resistance levels. So all you had to do was wait for price to break this level and hold as resistance. Failed to do so here, so waited for it to reattempt. The price showed it was holding as resistance. We went for the sell. And then about like 15, 20 minutes into it, that's when price took that huge jump to the downside. And then we've just been chilling blue since then. And then the JPY pairs, as you can see, has been pushing up as well. So we're going to be waiting for either, as far as EJ, to see if it can break and hold 164.70, 164.75 as support. If it can do that, we can look for buys going to 165.20, or we can look for retracement going to 164.20, 164.15, where we can then look for buys. So that's what we're watching, waiting for right now. We're watching the JPY pairs. New Zealand got an alert, and of course, I'm just watching this GA trade, just making sure I ain't doing nothing crazy out of nowhere. You guys got any questions, drop them in the chat. When we're looking at the charts, drop them in the chat. A great start to the day so far.
Sell to your customers anywhere with Shopify, the commerce platform on social, in person.
Yeah, I had to mute it real quick because the ad, I couldn't skip it. It was one of those unskippable ads. So unless y'all wanted to hear a fake voice. Well, I don't know what country you're in, but I trade Tokyo session. Are you a member? So if you're, I think you are. I think you might have just. I think you're the one that just joined. You hit me up the other day, right? So we trade Tokyo session, London, and New York. So Tokyo session. So I mean, it's 3 a.m. for me too. So that's why I trade all the sessions because I have people all over the place, but also to show that a lot of stuff you hear online is not true. Like you go online, most of the time people are going to say New York session, New York session. Best time to trade is New York session, which is not necessarily true because we understand what New York session is. You'll realize how that's not the case at all. New York session is literally this time where everybody in America, if they work a regular, typical job, is up working, and that's where everybody's awake, everybody's spending money, putting into the economy. Just like Tokyo session is the beginning of the day for people in Asia or that part of Asia, and they're pushing money into the markets. London session is the same thing. Like right now, it's 3 a.m. for me or 3 a.m. EST. But people in the UK, the sun's out for them. You know what I'm saying? So when you understand what those sessions mean, and that's how it works, we understand that literally as long as the markets are open and your confirmations are met, you can take a trade. Now, granted, there are certain pairs or currencies that move better in certain sessions. That is a thing. But to say like simply one session is better than the other is just not true at all. But to answer your question, like I said, Tokyo session, London, New York. So I sent the message around 7 o'clock. So I usually look for trades around when the market reopens. So around like 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock, I'll be on the charts looking for setups. And then from there, if I don't see anything, I don't take anything. I might take a nap before London session. Sometimes I don't. But typically when I do see setups, I'll tell y'all what we're going to be looking for. So like just like, for example, today, well, last night, I said an hour before we even took this trade, I said we're going to be looking for possible AUD sales and watching JPY pairs. We go to, not yesterday, because we didn't take anything yesterday. I mean, we didn't take anything yesterday. Monday, we took a loss, though. So we go to last week. Okay, that was like going live in the news. Blah, 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 blah. Well, y'all can see me explaining what trades we're taking. Okay, so here's one. Right as soon as an hour after markets reopened, I was like, EJ still ranging, got AUD news at 8:30, USD news tomorrow. Going to be looking for possible New Zealand buys as well as watching the JPY pairs. So did we take a trade during Tokyo session? I do not think so. No, we didn't. Right, but that's why I do typically. I let y'all know, and if I take a position, I call a signal. So that's how that works. So, if you miss a signal, it happens. Is what it is. But have your noties on for sure. Have your noties on for sure, especially for the advanced plays signal room. So I'm always going to be updating y'all what's going on with trades as well as like possible setups, what I'm looking at, and all that good stuff. So EJ just hit that level we was talking about. So we're about to wait and see if it's going to hold this level of support or reject and retrace back down to this level. GJ is probably pushing up as well, as we can see. And then GA is still just taking a nap right here. But my SL's in profit. All TPs got hit. So we're just chilling right now, chilling patiently, waiting. You guys got any questions? Drop them in the chat. When looking at your charts, drop them in the chat. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok too, y'all. Got some videos lined up to post for the rest of this week, really. So be on the lookout for that. And explore the channel while y'all on here. Y'all know how YouTube works. Go ahead and click the profile, the blue logo. Look at the titles of the videos. I guarantee you it's going to be something that is going to help you out with the issue you're having or pique your interest. So make sure to check that stuff out. Whatever the title is, that's literally what we're talking about. All right, we'll have explanations, start to finish. We break things down over here. If NAS, I need to bring my alert down. Right down to here. Just get this. Try to break that level again. right, for me, London and New York. Okay, perfect. So you're doing the right thing right now. So London session is just like you see all the other live streams. Again, this week's not really a good example. If you go to like last week or 2 weeks ago, you'll see a better example. What I mean by that is because there's a little bit more volume. If we rewind 2-3 weeks ago, and we took a lot of setups during London session 2-3 weeks ago live, right? So that's what we do here. So the London session lives will just show y'all behind the scenes what realistic trading looks like. Because again, it's completely different from watching one of my trade breakdowns, and it's way different from watching a bunch of these other videos on YouTube. It'll just be half explanations of them just showing, look how much money I made, right? Because it's completely different from me breaking down what's happening after the fact versus you see me explain what I'm looking for before it happens, and then we see it happen. But you also see the process of me waiting for the confirmations in the trade, taking the trade, all that good stuff. But because again, this week until like yesterday / last night, really New York session, price was kind of dead and stuck in place, so we couldn't really do anything. Like we've been talking about, if there's no volume, price can't really break levels and make moves. But even when there's low volume, sometimes we'll see, like for example, here price still make its way down, right? But we can clearly see, when there is volume. The G is not a good example because right, but we can see here when there's volume, there's no struggle and it's very easy to break levels. Versus we can see here, we can see a clear difference in candlesticks and the structure of the candlesticks right there. Right, so we still might be able to see some more setups. London, New York, and the day did just start. That's the beginning. We're just 30 minutes into the London session, and we still got all of New York. Again, we do got a news event today at 8:30. That's pretty much it for today. And then tomorrow, of course, we got non-farm employment, unemployment rate, average hourly earnings popping off at the beginning of New York, so be on the lookout for that. All right, GA is pushing some more. Members that enter, y'all should be nice and blue on this right here. What's going on, Fitmon? How you doing?
Have you lost Medicaid or CHIP? At healthcare.gov.
My goodness, hold on. All these ads. All right, we back to business. Yeah, get your money, I guess, but dang. I tried a different playlist from the other one to switch it up. The other one didn't have any. It's from the same channel, so now they're like, hey. All right, you're pushing nicely. Again, those that joined late, me and the members who took this trade last night. We're looking for a few more positions for London and New York session. We're looking for JPY buys for on EJ and GJ. And as far as the indices, and very low volume, price stuck in place for 2 weeks, rejected. Like we talked about yesterday's live, we had the level of traffic, so we could see price retrace. But it's going to take some volume and a push to successfully break through that level. US30 hit that level, and then look where we're at. Price rejected, and we're kind of, again, chilling right here. So not too much we're going to do as far as the indices. Again, if US30 can break below 39.80, treat that as resistance, then we can look for sells going down to 38.950 and possibly 38.800. But price don't do that. We're just going to let it be. I got my alerts. Yeah, I got an alert on there. So we're just going to let that do its thing. We're watching EJ and GJ right now. Let's see what these other charts are looking like. Let's see if we can break this level. I'm going to zoom this in for y'all so you can really see what we're looking at right here. Got a new 5-minute about to pop up in a little bit. Stop loss. I got to add more levels. I'm tripping. So I'm about to see a magic trick in a second. So I got to add more levels. So give me 1 second. Obviously, for the uptrend to continue, we got to break this high right here. I want 165.30. But give me 1 second. Those just joined the stream. We haven't entered this yet. That's just a trade idea. Only called one position so far today, and that was his GA play right here. 3 times our risk on that currently. Make sure to hit that first link in the description. Join our free signal for Telegram. You see on your screen how we did last month and last quarter. Go ahead and hit that first link and check it out for yourselves. You guys got any questions, drop them in the chat. When we're looking at your charts, drop them in the chat. But we're just chilling now. We're just chilling, patiently waiting. This isn't all-time highs, right? It's been this high before. Yeah, it has. Okay. I knew it wasn't tripping. It's just been a minute. Yeah, so EJ hasn't been. No wonder did that rejection. Last time price EJ, well, let's go on EJ. Last time EJ even hit this height, besides like last month, 165.30-ish, was in 2008. Which is a long ass time. That was the last time price hit these highs, was 2008. So that kind of makes sense why it abruptly did what it did and paused like that. It's a long time though. Looks good. All right, I saw a quick magic trick. All right, so now we know what we're looking at. What did I just do? Something got messed up here. I did something. I done messed something up. Where did I drag this blue line from? I'm going to assume right here. All right, so we see here for the past 15, 20 minutes, price has been chilling here. So again, we're waiting to see if we can break and hold this level as a support. Not going to pull the trigger before. We're just going to patiently wait for that confirmation. What's going on, JD? I see you up in here. Make sure to like the live too, y'all. And if you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe. Got a new video dropping for y'all later on today during New York session. Be on the lookout for that. Playlists are up to date as well, y'all. Yeah, price taking a nap right now, right here. Let's look over here and see what we got stuck here. Let's see what we're stuck on. All right, we're about to do this live. I always tell the members and students, you look to the left, it's going to explain what's happening in the present and what could potentially happen in the future. So y'all can do this on any time frame. And I go over this a lot with the members behind the scene as well in the course. This is one of the pros of being on these lives. I'm trying to get everybody alive, got to get some game. So we see here that price is stuck at this level, right? So if you're ever confused on what price is doing or why price is doing what it's doing, all you got to do is retrace the steps, right? Because price isn't just randomly doing stuff. There's always a reason. So we're just going to put this line right underneath where price is struggling to push at where it's stuck at. As we can see, it's been stuck here for the past like 3 hours. So then we're going to go to the left and we're going to scroll and we're going to see a few things. We see this was all the way in January. Price was struggling to break the same level. It was treating this level as a support resistance. Now, is this on a smaller time frame or all time frames? We're on the 15, so we're just going to assume this is a smaller time for support resistance level. But we can literally see here that price was having the same reaction at this level right here. We also see here that this was the furthest price went before what? Price started to break back above that level, treat as support, and that's when price pushed back up and a reversal happened. So like we talked about at the beginning of this live, price is not going to only need to break this level where it's stuck at, obviously, but if we can break this daily level that we had marked off, where we see price, last time price rejected, it failed to break, and we can treat this level from support and turn to a resistance, we can see the downtrend continue, thus having price continue to push in our favor. right now we're still in reversal territory. And what I mean by that is because when we go into the bigger time frame, we're going to make a chart. Okay, looks like EJ might be trying to do something for us. Let's see if we can push up. I'm gonna let that do his thing right now, though. So when we go back to here, we zoom out. You can see here that price just broke past this level of traffic, right? We have this level of traffic here. Price just broke past it. So price is going to need to treat this level that's been treated as support, and it needs to be turned back into a resistance level. Like we can see here, that price was treated as resistance. So if price can break this level and hold it from support to resistance, this reversal could turn into a downtrend, and we can start seeing lower lows get made. Right? Because right now we just have a low. We still need a retracement or price to continue to dump on the downtrend and lower lows to get formed. So that's what we're waiting on right now. But we got in literally at the beginning of the drop, at the beginning of the day right here. We're literally entered all the way up here. So if price can break that level, continue to push down, you can catch a crap ton of pips off this move right here, more than we're already up right now. And the EJ is still chilling here, so we're still just going to be patiently waiting on that. We got a new hour about to pop up, a new 5 minute just popped up. So we're going to see how this hour ends, and then we're just going to go from there. We're not hopping off yet, though, y'all. Those just joining the stream, we haven't entered the. Oh, there's another ad as soon as I start talking. Look at that. All right, I think we should be back to business. Okay, there we go. Wonder bro question, if you don't mind, what's your average lot size per trade? It depends on my accounts. I have different account sizes, but I mean, if you look at my free Telegram, I post some of them. We go to photos. Now these are just random accounts. Well, they're my accounts, obviously, but like they're not like the same accounts all the time. That's what I mean. So the lot sizes are going to be different. Like this one was an 8 lot, but it also depends on the trade I'm looking for. Like it depends on the trade, how many pips my stop loss is, risk reward, so and what I'm trading in general, right? So it's going to vary, right? So I always tell people there's no magic lot size, there's no magic time frame, there's no magic time to start looking at trades and entering trades. And it's going to vary on your account size as well, and then your risk tolerance. You know, I like to risk a lot more than most people are comfortable with risking. I don't over leverage, but I usually risk, depending on what my account, like 2 to 5% per trade. But again, it just depends on the account, the risk reward, the setup. But you can see different lot sizes from different accounts and things like that. And if you go into the free Telegram, not only do we see screenshots of these are all screenshots of my accounts that I've taken these trades on. These are all from my accounts, right? So you can see that, but you can also see student results, screenshots of signals, testimonials, all that good stuff up in here. There's another one. I'm trying to find some testimonials. Well, I guess that's technically one. I'm trying to find more words, but literally, you can scroll to the very beginning of when we started the playbook, like over and over again, just nonstop, just screenshots, positions, signals, testimonials, all that good stuff. All that good stuff. Yeah, but like I said, like I don't have like an average, like there's not like a lot size I'm gonna put every time, even if it's for the same account. It literally depends. But it looks like EJ is going to try to hold this level. So again, if EJ can hold 164.70, 164.75 as support, we can look for buys continue up to 165.25 and possibly 165.75. If it fails to hold this level, we could see a retracement down to 164.15 because again, it has been pushing up for about a couple of days now. But we need for the uptrend to continue price to break that level and keep pushing up. So that's what we're going to be looking for as far as EJ. GA, I'm still holding, but as you can see, it's still trying, but it's kind of just been chilling here since we started the live. We're going to be on for a couple more minutes. If you guys got questions, drop them in the chat. Shout out to everybody that's been live. Shout out to everybody that's been live since the beginning. Shout out to everybody that's been live since y'all joined. I got a video dropping for y'all later on today. Make sure to check out my most recent ones. I dropped a couple last week for y'all, and I dropped one a couple days ago for y'all as well. Make sure to check that out. If you guys want to contact me directly, y'all can DM me on Instagram. You see it scrolling at the bottom of y'all screen. Instagram is playmaker_way. Make sure to follow me there as well. Y'all can also DM me on Telegram. First link in the description. Make sure to join the free Telegram as well. But going back to lot size, also just to be clear on my end, everybody's lot size is going to be different, right? Because again, all my members and students, we all have different account sizes, and we all have different, trading plans, daily goals, and things like that. So make sure I got videos on my channel as well, going over like trading plans and stuff. But make sure you have a trading plan. Make sure you're risking and putting in a lot size that one, your account can handle, two that you're understanding what you're risking, but you're also willing to accept it. Because a lot of times I'll be running into students where they don't know what they're risking at all, but as soon as they hit drawdown, that's when they're about to, their hearts in their stomach, they're about to shit themselves, right? Or the other way around, they know what they're risking, but they're only thinking about, okay, if I put this lot size, I can potentially make this much. But you also got to think about, if you put that lot size, you could also potentially lose this much, right? Obviously, the goal is to win more trades than we lose, but losing does happen, right? So we have to prepare for the worst. And I like to say hope, but you know how the saying goes, hope for the best. But when it comes to trading, you shouldn't hope. If you're going to hope, there's going to be, again, that's why people be having so much emotional strain. That's why you always hear people talk about struggling with emotions, because they're either hoping or they're just crossing their fingers, or again, they genuinely don't understand what's going on. So they're stressed because they're just losing money or at risk of losing money, which is natural. But that's why you always hear me say all the time, basics, basics, basics. Once you get the basics down, it's literally just rinse and repeat. But when it comes to trading anything in life, don't do anything that you're not willing for the consequences, both good and bad. That's anything in life, especially when it comes to trading. All right. Because again, we had a good month last month. Prior to this super slow, last month this month was start, but prior to last month's super slow month, we had like good volume. We was on crazy win streaks, but even during those win streaks, I was telling the members the same thing. I didn't up my lot size because we just won 5 trades in a row. I didn't just up my lot size because we just won 2 trades in a row, or we just had a profitable week or profitable month. I'm still risking the same amount consistently every single trade. Right, consistency is key. So you can't risk 5% one trade, they risk 10% another trade. You're gonna have inconsistent wins and inconsistent losses. That's another reason where I had this issue. I'm sure someone, if not a lot of y'all watching, have this issue or have this issue. You go to your trade history. That's why a lot of times you can win maybe 2 or 3 trades, but one loss will cancel out all your wins. It's because of that simple factor right there. All right, so it looks like it's holding. Yeah, if it can hold this up, we can see price push up. GJ still pushing up as well. Now we can talk about GJ. We're talking about EJ. Only reason I was talking about EJ is because that's actually at a good entry point. But I know some of y'all like GJ over EJ, so we can talk about GJ real quick as well. So GJ, same thing. If you either want to wait for a retracement back down to 191.80, and if it can hold that support still, you can look for buys, or I recommend to wait for it to break above 192.50 and hold that support for another entry or position on it. That's just me personally. But it's got to break past 193.50, 193.60 for the uptrend to continue. This one decided as a new trade. That's good. And that's why I do it too, so y'all can see what y'all could have potentially made off the trades. Now, again, the perspective thing, that's if you literally close at the exact moment and point where it hit the max amount of pips before retracement, right? So just to put that, to make that clear. But that's why I do that as well, because one, I don't do what I just don't. It's not even that I don't feel comfortable. I just don't see any benefit of me going online, having everybody pocket watch me and be like, oh, look how much I made, look how much I made. I just never was like that, right? That's like, I don't know. I just feel like people don't do that in real life. Like, you don't just go to, you don't be at the grocery store, you got a bit, oh, you got a lot of stuff in your basket. Yeah, man, I'm a day trader. I just made 2,000 today. So, like, you don't just do that. You know what I'm saying? So, I treat social media I treat social media kind of like how I treat real life. Like, I'm literally on social media, and it's like I am in real life. Like, I don't put on an act or a facade or something like that. So that's why I do that, so y'all can kind of see what y'all could potentially make. Because where I used to mess up, and where I see a lot of traders mess up with as well, is they'll see a video online where someone will be like, oh, look how I just made $5,000 in 20 minutes. Or look how I just made 10,000 or whatever. Like, even on my videos on my channel where I say how you can make 1,000 a week, or I have one that says 1,000 or 2,000 a week or something like that. But even in that video, I break down like, look, if you don't have an account size from this to this, it's probably not possible. But what I'm teaching you can still apply to your account size, right? Because a lot of people, they see these profits or how people online, you don't really see people talk about, when they talk about profit, they don't talk about, like, you hear them talk about risk reward, but they rarely talk about pips or something like that. They always talk about how much they made, but there's a lot of factors that's missing, right? You don't know what the win rate was. You don't know how many wins in a row they're on before they posted that video, how many losses they took before they posted that video. You don't know their account size to know really what percentage they're risking. There's a lot of factors that's missing when you do that, right? But then also how it hurts a lot of people in the trading spaces, because I get questions like this all the time. Not as much as I used to, probably because, I make it clear. But I used to get this a bunch back in the day, where people used to hit me up and be like, let me cut this ad off. Dang, I'm gonna have to go to the other playlist, because this has just got too many ads. It's like it's too many for the stream. That's okay. There we go. All right, cool. Right, because I get questions all the time. Well, I used to get them a lot, where people are like, how can I make a 500 a day? Or how can I make X amount a day? And the first question I ask is, okay, what's your account size? Okay, is that even possible? Because again, when you see all the stuff online, a lot of times it's BS, right? Like, we see people talking about this 5-minute trading strategy, or how I made this much in 10 minutes, 20 minutes. It's BS most of the time. And what I mean by that is, yes, it's possible from when you enter a trade and close a trade, it can last that long, but they know what they're doing when they word it that way. Because if you don't think or use your comprehension skills, if you just read that title off rip, you're going to assume that they opened their computer, and from when they opened their computer and they closed the trade, it took 10 minutes, 20 minutes, right? So that's why there's a lot of impatience, and that's why scalping's super popular. Again, I'm not against scalping, but that's why it's super popular, because people, they see that stuff online, so they're like, "Bang, it's been 10 minutes. That dude on the video said, I can trade 10 minutes a day. That's it." So when that 10-minute mark hits, people start getting impatient. They start questioning life. They start looking at the stars and stuff. They start to try to second guess themselves. But it's just a lot of misconceptions. Another thing how it hurts people is the profit. You might make a good amount of money that's good for your account size, but because your brain is filled with all these videos of people flexing, whether it's real accounts or not, making low 4, high 5 figures, 6 figures on a per trade, you're in your head not satisfied with how much you made, which causes people to over leverage. And then guess what? When you over leverage, especially when you're brand new to trading, you're most likely going to lose trades or enter too late, too early. And that's why a lot of people end up blowing accounts and shit as well. So that's why I do the stuff the way I do it over here. And that's why I like be very anal and transparent about certain things, to make it not as confusing, very simple and transparent. But yeah, this thing is pushing. EJ is still kind of taking a nap. I want to see if we can hit this level. Oh, one thing after another. Let me grab my charger real quick. Is that decent? Let me grab my phone. Pull the calculator out. I always say don't risk no more than 5% of your account per trade. So that's fine. That's literally 5%. So that's fine. So you just want to consistently risk that $50 no matter what. It doesn't matter if you want to trade. It doesn't mean if you win a trade, now you're going to up it to $100. You want to consistently risk $50 per trade. And you want to go for 1 to 2 to 1 to 3 minimum risk reward setups. Right? So I got a couple videos breaking this down. I'm about to drop this one in the chat for you. Well, this is for everybody. And then I'm going to drop another video in the chat that goes hand in hand with what we're talking about right here. So give me 1 second. All right, so here's the first video right here. All right, fastest, easy way to grow your grow a small account. And I got another video. Where is it? That's titled How to Double Your Account in 2 Weeks. And this is without over leveraging. And it's technically 2 weeks to a month, depending on market conditions. So make sure to check those videos out. Because that's how I was able to, and if you look at the thumbnail, that's how I was able to, in those thumbnails, grow those accounts so quick. Is by applying that and also, trading off these zones and risk reward. I say this all the time. If you can grow a small account, you can grow a big account. But if you can grow a big account, you might not be able to grow a small account. Or just because you have a large sum of money doesn't mean you're going to just automatically become profitable. A lot of people think as well, like, oh, I'm not profitable because this person's making, $2,000. He's making $10,000 a day, so that's why I'm not profitable. I need to get a prop firm account. Well, I need more money. So if I have more money, then I'll make more money. Yes, you will technically make more money, but you'll also lose more money, right? So if you have a 25% win rate on a small account, magically getting a prop firm isn't going to increase your win rate. You know what I'm saying? So you got to keep that in mind as well. Now, the bigger your account size is, the more you can risk, thus meaning the more you can make per pip. But that doesn't necessarily change the actual issue or root of the problem, which is you're not consistently profitable, which could be from a lot of variables, but most likely comes from you not fully understanding what you're doing as far as how the charts work, or you don't have a set trading plan or something like that. All right, y'all. Members, in a few hours, I'm going to drop that New York price watch list for y'all. Like I said, you guys want to contact me directly, you can DM me on Instagram, or you can also message me on Telegram. Make sure to hit that first link in the description and join the free signal for Telegram. Make sure to explore the YouTube channel, and we're going to be back at it same time tomorrow, London session 3 a.m. EST. No problem, David. You already know.